children. So this child says human being, and he says, give me divine education, because I have a soul with him. So long as soul with me, my eyes can see, my ears can listen, my tongue can speak, my mouth can eat, my hands are moving, my mind is working. As soon as God takes away the soul, then my eyes will not see, ears will not listen, tongue will not speak, mouth will not eat, hands will not move, and everything will come to a standstill. And the family members will say, oh, take him away, burn him or bury him. He is dead. Nothing is left. If somebody says, what is gone? 70 kg waste is here. And the people will say, no, 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 no. It is all dust. Everything has gone. What has gone? You take the photo. Nothing has gone. No, no. Everything has gone. Soul has gone. God has taken the soul back. The soul is everything. What God has sent. Teachings, the child says, teach me all the teachings which God has sent. So dear friend, every child we should make every child both good and smart. Good means with good qualities. What are the good qualities which God has sent? So every child should first of all become good. Total quality person and total quality manager. Then he can establish a divine civilization on earth. A child, if he is made a total quality person with all these qualities, he will become a total quality manager TQM and establish a divine civilization on earth. So this child says, give me all three kinds of education and make me first of all good. Good means with good qualities, all these godly qualities. And then smart. First of all, I will like to become good and then smart. If the child is both good and smart, he will become a pride of the human race. He will become a gift of God to mankind. He will become a potential light of the world. We need to give him knowledge. Knowledge, not only mathematics knowledge, physics knowledge, chemistry knowledge. Knowledge means it is the material, human and divine. All three kinds of education makes you knowledgeable. But knowledge alone is not sufficient. You need also wisdom. What is wisdom? Proper use and application of knowledge wisely according to the exigency of situation which you are facing in your life. It is the wisdom of a man. What is the wisdom? Everyone in life has to face problems. When you are faced with a problem, you need wisdom. You need knowledge, you need wisdom. Only mathematics knowledge will not be sufficient. Only knowledge of mathematics, science, physics, chemistry will not be sufficient to solve your problems of life. Apart from the material education, you need human education and the divine education. The combined knowledge of material, human and divine, it is called knowledge, and the proper use and application of that knowledge wisely according to the exigency of the situation is the wisdom of a man. So child should be made a wiser. And then body is material, the thought within should be spiritual. If the thought also becomes material, the body is material, the man will become animal. So spiritual perception, eloquent speech, every child should be eloquent. So many children are sitting here. And dear friends, I will also request you, teach this value of eloquence. Every child should be knowledgeable. Every child should be wise. When he speaks in the assembly, he should be like a lion roaring in the forest of knowledge and wisdom. ज्ञानवान बनिए, बुद्धिमान बनिए, और जब आप बोलिए तो ऐसे बोलिए जैसे ज्ञान और बुद्धिमत्ता के जंगलों में दहाड़ते हुए सिंह कोई बोल रहा हो, शेर. Be like a lion roaring in the forests of knowledge and wisdom. That is also very, very important for today, because you have to live in this world. And to live in this world, you have to communicate with the people, spread your teachings of India, of Article 51 of the Constitution of India, which is written over there, and the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the earth is but one country, and mankind is citizen. If we want to spread this, we need the eloquence of speech, and that too in a global language, that is in English. You should be very, very eloquent in your speech. And then universal values, God is one, religion is one, man is one. Global understanding. Yesterday in Soy Parliament, the Chief Justice and Judge of Soy Parliament, the children are made aware of the global situations. The children of today must know the problems of the globe, the problems of mankind. So global understanding is very, very important. What are the problems the mankind is facing and what are the solutions? Yesterday you saw in the parliament the solutions being presented by the children and the problems were also put by the children. And then service to the humanity. Prepare children yourself to serve the whole humanity, not only your country. Do not busy yourself only in your own concerns or the concerns of your countries alone. Let your thoughts be fixed upon that which will rehabilitate the fortunes of mankind and sanctify the hearts and souls of men. So do not busy yourself in your own concerns or the concerns of your countries alone. Let your thoughts be fixed upon that which will rehabilitate the fortunes of mankind and sanctify the hearts and souls of men. So, and then service to humanity. Then excellence also. You should be excellent in health, excellent in character, excellent in manners, excellent in etiquette, excellent in handwriting, excellent in mathematics, science, physics, chemistry. You should be excellent in every aspect of life. And that positive attitude should never be negative. Leadership skill you should develop. Full commitment, whatever you undertake to do it with the fullness of heart, because the work done with the fullness of heart is the worship of God, if it is prompted by the highest of motives and will to do service to mankind. So, do your thing with the fullness of heart and total involvement. And then, every child should be agile and active, far-sighted and visionary. That is very, very important. You should be far-sighted. Do not think very small. Think big. At the outset of every endeavor, one must look to the end of it. As a man, we can think. Animal cannot think. At the outset of every endeavor, one must look to the end of it. What will be the end result? So I should be far-sighted, not short-sighted. Our leaders were short-sighted. When they attacked Japan with Hiroshima and Nagasaki with the bombs, they didn't realize what will happen tomorrow. 36,000 nuclear bombs are there in the world. Even in America, we dropped the bombs. They never realized one day the World Trade Center, so many people can be killed. 3,000 people would die instantaneously just within half an hour or 1 hour, even in America and New York. So they never realized. There was a short-sightedness, but one should be far-sighted. One should be visionary. You should be visionary, you should be far-sighted. Never be short-sighted. Think of future. And then with goal-setting competencies. Ultimate goal. What is my ultimate goal in life? I should know my goal. What is the long-range goal in my life? What is the short-range goal of my life? What is the immediate goal of my life? What is the goal at hand? All the goals of life should be connected to each other. Ultimate goal of life is to attain the nearness of God. Ultimately, we have to leave this world. We have to go to kingdom of God. To achieve the nearness of God, what should I do? I should do everything according to the teachings of God. Should not do anything of my own wishes. Not my wishes, but thy will should prevail. Not my will, but thy will should prevail. That should be our mission to get happiness, success, name, fame, whatever you want. If you obey the teachings of God, you will find that you have become a very different man. Your life has become useful for your society. Your life will become useful for a family. Your life will become useful for yourself. You will be a different man if you turn towards God. So dear children, goal-setting competence, humility. Humility, humble and tolerant. Humility exalteth man to the heaven of glory and power, while pride abaseth him to the depth of wretchedness and degradation. Always be humble, never be proudy. And tolerant. God will increase the reward of them that endure with patience in the path of God. If anyone revile you or tumultuous you in the path of God, be patient and put your trust in him who heareth and who seeth. While I was small, one child slapped on my cheek. I said, thank you so much. One child abused me. I said, thank you so much. And he asked me, why are you thanking? Since morning I have nobody has given me even the breakfast today. You have at least given me some slapping. You have given me some abuse. You have given me something. And you have not taken anything. I have not given you anything. Just, it is of kindness. You have given me an abuse. You have abused me. What is your gain? I said, in life, I have to face so many ordeals. I have learned the lesson to tolerate. Because I know, if I tolerate, this tolerance, I will learn, and this tolerance will be useful in my life. If you grow old, you have to face so many ordeals. The Prime Minister of Guyana is sitting here, the Prime Minister of Mauritius is sitting here, the presidents of so many republics are here. They have faced many ordeals and problems. It is not easy to reach to the top. They have reached with great obstacles, difficulties, hardships. How could they succeed all that? Because of the tolerance, power of tolerance. So God will increase. God has increased the reward of them. God has made them Prime Minister, President. God will increase the reward of them that endure with patience in the path of God. If anyone revile you or trouble touch you in the path of God, be patient and put your trust in Him. They wanted to serve the society. And the people put obstacles. But they succeeded with the help of God. Because they want to serve the society. If you want to serve the society, ultimately God will help you. So dear children, humble and tolerant, self-disciplined, emotionally stable. Never be flared up. If any teacher says something, or mother or father said something, you just get flared up. No papa, no mommy, no teacher. What is all this? What is all this? Be emotionally stable. Listen to them. Listen carefully. And that is all for your benefit. Learn the art of being noble and law-abiding. Obey the laws or the rules made by your parents at home and the teachers by school, teachers and the principals, the laws and the rules made by the... obey them so that later life, when you enter the society, you will obey the laws made by the society. That is very, very important. So you should be noble and law-abiding. Art of consultation is very, very important. Today, there is a lot of discussions going on here and there. In the assemblies, in the parliament, they discuss. In place of discussion, if we do a consultation, so consultation, best to build greater awareness and transmute conjectures into certitude. Because in consultation, it has to be loving, it has to be in a prayerful mood, it has to be for the happiness of God. In consultation, we will put our reasons, our logic, not the force. I said this, not like this. Not the futile arguments, but logic. Give a logic, give a reasons. The people will put reasons and logic, and ultimately the truth will prevail. Ultimately, you will reach to a conclusion which is pleasing to God, and that will be good for you. So, develop the art of consultation in place of decision. Strong willpower to do great things. All these presidents and prime minister had strong willpower.
यह थे सिटी मॉन्टेसोरी स्कूल के संस्थापक प्रबंधक एवं प्रख्यात शिक्षाविद डॉक्टर जगदीश गांधी, जिनका मानना है आज मानव जाति को जय जगत के नारे को बुलंद करने की आवश्यकता है तथा विश्व में वास्तविक शांति लाने के लिए बच्चे ही सबसे सशक्त माध्यम हैं। डॉक्टर गांधी द्वारा शिक्षाप्रद आध्यात्मिक बातें इन प्रतिष्ठित चैनलों द्वारा नित्य प्रसारित की जाती हैं तथा रोजाना उनके विचार CMS FM रेडियो 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज से भी प्रसारित किए जाते हैं। छात्रों, शिक्षकों व अभिभावकों के मार्गदर्शन हेतु डॉक्टर जगदीश गांधी द्वारा लिखित पुस्तकें साहित्य भारती इंटरनेशनल, न्यूमन ग्रुप 4C अंसारी रोड, दरियागंज, नई दिल्ली 110002 से प्राप्त की जा सकती हैं। heal the world with the power of Jai Jagat, City Montessori School since 1959 has been actively working to construct the defenses of peace in the minds of students, for which CMS in the year 2002 was awarded with the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education. A Guinness World Record holder for being the largest city school in terms of number of students enrolled. CMS education revolves around the twin poles of godliness and globalism through 4 pillars of education, namely universal values, excellence in all things, global understanding, and service to humanity. It is no wonder that City Montessori School's Gomti Nagar first campus has been awarded first prize for academic reputation at all India level by the Education World magazine in its India School Rankings of 2015. It is also awarded first prize for being the best co-ed school in Lucknow as well as in Uttar Pradesh. CMS founder Dr. Jagdish Gandhi has been motivating parents and generations of good and smart children through holding special prayer assemblies and divine education conferences.
54 years ago, I started this school on 1st of July 1959. The kind of education that is being given to the children is only material. But I realized the man has 3 realities of life. Man is a material being, man is a human being, man is a divine being. He needs a balanced education of all the 3 realities of life. Therefore, I started this school with a mission to impart a balanced education to the children. Mahatma Gandhi said, I will not follow the beaten track. I follow this. I will create my own path. I have created my own path to bring about a change through education. Change the mindset of the children.
Conference room number 2, the topic for discussion, International Judicial Activism, coordinated by Mrs. Sangeeta Banerjee, Principal CMS Gomti Nagar 2nd Campus, chaired by Honorable Dr. German Small Arana, Dean Faculty of Law, University of San Marcos, Peru. Conference room number 4, topic for discussion, Structure of Global Democracy, Coordinator Mrs. Jyoti Kashyap, Senior Principal, CMS Aliganj 1st Campus, Chairperson Honorable Justice Dr. Adil Omar Sharif, Deputy Chief Justice, Supreme Constitutional Court of Egypt. Conference room number 5, topic of discussion, Nuclear Proliferation and Disarmament, Coordinator Mrs. Ruchi Bhuvan Joshi, Principal CMS Indranagar Campus, chaired by Professor Kalora Feliciano Jr., President, Bengue State University, the Philippines. Conference room number 6, topic for discussion, Effect of Global Population Growth, Coordinator Mrs. Manju Nautiyal, Principal CMS Jopling Road Campus, chaired by Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Shrivastava, former Judge, Allahabad and Delhi High Courts, India. The interactive session in the main auditorium, the topic for discussion, Condition of World's Children and Their Problems, International Conventions, Declarations on Their Rights. Speaker, Honorable Mrs. Justice Elizabeth Mayovi, Judge, Supreme Court of Zambia.
The most important principle, which I'm sure you know about, where the CRC is concerned, is that it demands that in all actions, the best interest of the child should be the primary consideration. However, the level to which each child enjoys their rights differs widely across the world because access depends on the child's nation, country of nationality, and residence.
How can we improve the national legislation so it clearly describes government's obligation to provide high quality education to all its citizens without any type of discrimination?
But you have rightly stated yourself, if it is in the Constitution, so it should be enforced. One should be able to enforce that right.
The afternoon plenary session in the auditorium was conducted in the presence of the chief guest, His Excellency Sir Iacoba T. Italeli, Governor-General of the Republic of Tuvalu, Guest of Honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Abdul Majid Idris, Deputy Chief Justice, Supreme Court, Sudan, Special Guest, Honorable Mr. Asterio Api, Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Nauru.
As the guardians and guarantors of the rule of law, we bear the onerous responsibility of digging deep into our collective conscience and finding the strength, the will, the wisdom, and the courage to give effect to the basic rights and fundamental freedoms that are contained in our respective national constitutions and in the international treaties and conventions, so that they are translated into a living reality.
Globalization, to me, is no longer a word that it should be used easily now. Everybody is interchanging. Everything is happening all at the same time. People are mixing. People are reaching destinations they would never believe they would ever be in. Some of these people never anticipated that they will ever be in Nauru. Some of them never heard of Nauru before. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you here who have never heard of Nauru before. Anyway, the issue of refugees has picked up a lot of spotlight in recent times.
Human development is the real and effective development, and it must be related to improve our lives and freedom we share.
Throughout the world, peace and development have remained the dominant themes of times. People all over the world have been raising their voices in favor of peace, development, cooperation, and against war, poverty, and terrorism confrontation. The UN acknowledges peace, security, development, and human rights as the pillars of the UN system and the cornerstone of our collective well-being.
My dear Chief Justice and jurists, your interpretations are among the most important drivers of change, and you are key to bringing universal applicability to just decisions. What better or more worthy a subject matter can there be to such integration than the universality of climate change? Your advocacy and that of everyone in this room is key to saving our world and to save our children.
The final interactive session on the last day of the conference in the main auditorium, the topic for discussion, Need for Rule of Law and its Limitations. Speaker, Honorable Mr. Justice Stephen Arnold Majid, Judge, Supreme Court of Appeal, South Africa.
The rule of law means that everyone is equal before the law and that governments will comply with court orders from judges, made by judges.
Subsequent discussion was on growing violence among and against children, role of judiciary, media and society. Speaker, Honorable Madam Justice Rosa Maria Econ NG, Judge, Criminal Court of Trial, Costa Rica.
Education is the real key for success. So there is a need to expand education access to schooling, improve the quality and relevance of education, aware of violence in schools, provide relevant vocational training and use of existing systems to ensure child workers to return to school.
Realizing the complex situation of the world, we must follow the path of unity and constitute a world parliament. Legal luminaries arrive from different corners of the world to contribute their bit in ensuring the welfare of humanity and creating a beautiful future for the world's children through participation in this significant conference, then presented the resolution in the final plenary session in the main auditorium, presided over by Honorable Mr. Justice A.P. Mishra, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. Moving of the draft resolution by Mr. Ratan C. Gupta, General Secretary of the conference. And now, ladies and gentlemen, passing of the resolution after consideration and vote.
शिक्षात्मक सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम एवं चिंतन हेतु विश्व एकता सत्संग में आप सभी सपरिवार सादर आमंत्रित हैं।